the bottom line. I'm going to bring my friend to read this to you because I just can't sit down and take time to read it enough, and I know that half the people out there aren't going to take time to read it at all because people just don't read anymore because everybody... Anyways, this shit's important. If you don't want another fucking Hitler rise through, if you don't want to have to worry about people running through your door telling you where you can and cannot shit, who you cannot speak to, how you cannot live, what you can and cannot worship, fuck that shit. Share this shit. I'm going to have my nigga read this shit. It should take a few minutes and I'm going to try to shut the hell up. Carry on. Y'all know what we are already. It's called The Bottom Line. The SS is here. Now let me go ahead and get this set up. Get this right here. Alright, brother. And I'm going to leave it alone. Now, again, I've taken time to create a picture and shared a few quote unquotes to hopefully get your attention. I'm going to try to share the hell out of it, get a whole bunch of likes, get people going, and hopefully you'll take time to actually read the fucking article here, that you'll take time to open it up, expand your fucking mind. We've got 1 week left before y'all this fucking election goes into place, and I really would like to take the opportunity to hopefully we can stand and really make a change here. So back to further ado, here we go.
Alright, y'all. This is from thebottomline@blogspot.com. The article is called "The SS is Here." Yes, it's a blog. I mean, it's not an official report of anything, but you know, you get the picture. Alright. So, starts off by saying, you didn't believe Obama during his campaign for 2008 when he said, "I will build a domestic army as big and well equipped as the regular army." Did you? Well, my friend, Obama's private army has officially been born. Obama calls them FEMA Corps, but they are tantamount to Hitler's Nazi Youth Brigade of the 1930s Germany. Regardless of their name, the DHS has just graduated its first class of fully trained, combat-ready homeland youth. 231 kids, aged 18 to 24, that were recruited from the Presidential's original AmeriCorps volunteer. They represent the first wave of the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, Youth Corps, designed specifically to create a full-time, paid, standing army of Obama's secret youth military across the country. If Obama is re-elected before the end of his next term, he will launch martial law. It's already in place, guys. And all American citizens will learn the Obama salute and fall into lockstep with the Fuhrer. You will never see another election. Like, this is that.
We can't make this shit up, y'all.
Alright, so are you ready to learn? On September 13th, 2012, the Department of Homeland Security graduated its first class of FEMA Corps, the so-called first responders. While the idea of having a volunteer force of tens of thousands of volunteers scattered across the country to aid at times of natural disaster or even enemy invasion sounds great, we had that during the Second World War, but the details and timing of the new professional private standing army should be a big red flag for all Americans. This is a strictly personal thing from this person. You may not have noticed the increase in my boldness on my part in the last couple of articles. I have never really pulled my punches, but even that has got me into a lot of trouble at times with subscriber loss and even FBI attacks, which I have also written about and published. But I've held back some of the more outrageous intel because I didn't think my readers were ready for some of this. Now I don't care anymore, because if you are not ready to hear this, my friend, then you are certainly not ready to experience it. And if Obama is reelected, either fairly by a bunch of ignorant voters or by voter fraud like Bush was back in 2000, but I'm not going into that right now, you will experience it. So ready or not, here I come. It takes me about 72 hours to do the research and gather the intel to write an article like this, so the least you can do for your country is take a couple of hours and read it and study it. Your future may depend on it.
In your case, listen.
Yes, listen to what I have to say. Then send it on to your brainwashed friends.
I was brainwashed too, baby.
Note. This is another note from them. Some will call me a conspiracy theorist or some sort of nut, but that's just an excuse to avoid the truth because they're afraid. Please click on the underlined and highlighted words. They will bring you documented source material. If that's not enough proof, then Google it yourself. I'm not going to go into clicking all the documents and everything. We'll put the link at the bottom of this article so you can go in and click it if if you're really interested in it.
Really interested, do it.
Just do it. Educate yourselves. Just get with it. Now, if you have the patriotic American guts to start off by watching a video the fundamental change in America that Obama has promised since 2007, the march of DHS raising Obama's armed army. The SS is here, folks. There's a couple of links that are going to be at the end of this part. Click on them when y'all are ready. The picture on the right is the first of a 3-year graduating class of Obama's Youth SS Brigade. These private forces are trained as well or better than our military. They're going to be lethal. And the first problem I find with this new army of Obama's is the fact that they're mere children. Yes, 18 is generally legal age of a person who can sign a contract, join the military, even tried as an adult. But ask any parent. An 18, 20, or even 24-year-old is still a naive, readily influenced kid. But you see, that's the whole idea. Kids can easily be robotically programmed, brainwashed, introduced to do what you wouldn't do. And Obama is still programming them as young as 6 years old in schools in the AmeriCorps. Then, fully brainwashed at 18, they are handpicked for combat training in FEMA Corps, Obama's Nazi Youth Brigade. They will rival any special force trainees, and they're better equipped. So, like I said before, there's videos on this stuff, just when y'all are ready. The foundation of tyranny is in place. The U.S. military is also preparing for martial law. The second problem with this is the program is its timing. Over the past 4 years, President Obama has proclaimed the largest number of executive orders in history for the suspension of all civil and constitutional rights and turning over a management of a now subservient America, reminiscent of Reichstag, an American martial law to FEMA. It is also time domestic federal changes under the DHS, including FEMA, have ordered billions of killer round ammunition as well as corresponding firearms of deadly hollow point ammo. Obviously, these new weapons and ammunition aren't to be used in some far-off war or even fight forest fires in California, but right here in the streets of America.
What the hell you need all that ammunition?
All in the name of safety. Hitler did the same. Read your history book. There's some strange armored fighting vehicles. They've got pictures of it on this blog, so check this out. Individuals around the U.S. have been reporting the sight of strange new heavily armed FEMA fighting vehicles. What would a disaster relief agency like FEMA need with 2,500 brand new GLS armored fighting vehicles? According to the agency's own mandate, as well as President Obama's recent executive order, the answer is population control during the time of martial law. Obama is not going to rescue anyone with these. He's going to kill people with this. There have also been reportings of Midwestern towns of urban war training. Yes, those Black Hawks, and with no markings, yeah. What would you think Homeland Security is going to use something like that? What do you think Homeland Security is going to use this training for in downtown Minneapolis? Come on. What is urban warfare? Check it out. Another link. It's dangerous and deadly. Special Department Homeland Security and FEMA armored fighting vehicles. Images of rents.com, RENSE.com. One set of images made available by the website shows a trailer after carrying these new DHS and FEMA armored fighting vehicles, complete with machine gun slots. They're labeled with the usual backward American flag and the title Homeland Security. Below the DHS logo, it also reads Immigration and Customs Informant. Joining those markings, the black vehicles with white lettering also display Police Rescue on one side and Special Response Team on the other. Watch a couple videos of the DHS hoarding. I'm talking about just gathering, and keeping for themselves large amounts of hollow point ammunition outlawed for military use, while at the same time conspiring to stop the sale of ammunition to citizens, me and you. There's 2 videos, click here and here. FEMA Corps. FEMA Corps. FEMA Deputy Administrator Rich Sciorino gave the keynote address at the induction ceremony for the inaugural class of FEMA Corps, SS Fighting Force. According to the DHS website, Corps members assist with disaster preparedness, response, and recovery activities, providing support in areas working directly with disaster survivors, to supporting disaster recovery centers, to sharing valuable disaster preparedness and mitigation of information with the public. Yeah. A standing army. Unlike most local disaster response teams who are volunteers, training periodically and only showing up when there's a disaster, the FEMA Corps will be a paid, full-time standing army of government youth. This means they're on government payroll, guys. Like, come on. FEMA Deputy Administrator Serino goes on to explain, the new members who range in 18 to 24 years old will contribute to a dedicated, trained, reliable disaster workforce by working full-time for 10 months on federal disaster response and recovery efforts. In his closing announcements of the first graduating class of FEMA Corps, Serino describes his and the agency's vision of the future of FEMA Corps, sets the foundation for a new generation of emergency managers. Alright, the DHS arming itself, which this is crazy. There's going to be a link that has the amount of bullets purchased. This is for the Department of Homeland Security. This isn't for our U.S. military. This is for the DHS. Okay. As detailed in the August 28th White House press article, History of DHS Ammunition Purchase, federal emergency management agencies are looking for more and more like a military army every day. The federal government procurement website actually lists the DHS request to bids to supply it with ammunition and military weaponry. All of the orders are listed in the above article, including orders for billions of rounds of ammunition, are at least so far publicly available at a link under the Freedom of Information Act. One look at a chart of DHS ammunition purchases over the past few decades reveals a drastic spike in the order of bullets purchased recently, totaling in the billions of rounds. 5 billion rounds purchased in the past 3 years. That's a lot. Other charts available online show a similar drastic spike in the purchase of accompanying weaponry, not by the military, but by the DHS. Alright, we're about to wrap it up because this is the bottom line. What do you think the U.S. federal government is preparing for? And why do you think Obama needs an army of brainwashed youth and millions of guns, thousands of armored fighting vehicles, and literally billions of rounds of hollow point ammunition? Do you really believe that this Muslim communist, as stated in the blog, is saying that is just to provide relief for American people during a natural disaster? Or the one I like, paper targets? Come on. Hollow point for shooting paper? Really, how stupid do they think we are? No, those expensive bullets are not for paper targets, my friend. They're for human targets, like you and me. And according to the Geneva Convention, they legally cannot even be used for military targets because they are too devastating and brutal. But as I said, they can and will be used for domestic human targets like you and me. Ask yourself, why would Obama be shrinking the U.S. military while building his own domestic army, answerable only directly to him? Not only that, he is moving forward on the National Gun Ban Treaty with the United Nations. Guys, I don't know if y'all caught that, but what that little article said, I got a couple more paragraphs to go, so bear with me. But what that just said is they're buying hollow point rounds. And if you know anything about guns, hollow point rounds just shred a human body. Like, just like back in World War I, like after World War I ended, they can't use chemical warfare anymore. They can't use chlorine gas. Same was said in with hollow point rounds. But we'll get to that at the end. Any historian will tell you that it sounds more like the arming of Hitler's youth or Obama's SS than an army of first responders fighting forest fires and hurricanes. Did you know that fundamentally there's no real difference between Nazism and Islam? They are both supremacists, they are both theocracies, and they both have an agenda of world domination. They both hate infidels. If I keep going, my computer will say longest sentence, suggest revising. The point is, my friend, Hitler learned totalitarian Nazism from Islam, and Obama did as well. As I said at the beginning of the article, you didn't believe Obama during his campaign for 2008 when he said, "I will build a domestic army as big and well prepared and equipped as the regular American army," did you? He also said, "I will fundamentally change America." Do you remember? You didn't believe him then, why would you believe him now? when he says it's just for your safety. This is Hitler-esque, my friend, straight out of history books. Read the Quran. Just read something before you vote on the son of Satan back into the seat of ultimate power, because there will be no going back. The robotically programmed liberal elites say they are progressive. They want to go forward. What are they going forward to? Did you ever ask them? Don't you want to go back to freedom, back to liberty, back to prosperity, the pursuit of happiness? Don't you want to go back to the American dream, whatever that was for you? I believe in progress as well as the next guy. But you're not going to find it by going forward down this road, my friend. Go back. Find the right road. Then go forward. Remember this before you vote, Tuesday, November 6th, which is a week from today. By the time this video is posted, it's 6 days. You got 6 days. Remember this. If you vote for Obama, I can guarantee you it will be the last time you will ever see the right to vote for anyone, or even speak freely. I will give you time to digest all of this, because it was one of the most important pieces of information you can ever read. If I have frightened you out of your socks, then I have accomplished one of my goals. The other goal will be for you to put whatever you're doing down long enough to contact your representative and tell him or her what you know. And don't be surprised if they act like they know nothing. You may have to educate them. Thanks for listening. This is going to be the segment of the video where we are taking in our points of view. You know, there might be a continuation of this video, but yeah, this is where it starts. So just remember, all the links are going to be posted at the bottom.
Highly recommend that you take time to maybe open that damn thing up and read it. If you took time to actually watch this video, it really
because this is 17 minutes. You know,
I mean, Hitler took an entire nation full of people. He took 1 million people and marched them down the road. Literally told them they were going to these good places, and they turned out to be the concentration camps that we know of. I mean, how fucked up is that? Either which way, it's not hard to believe that it could be going on again. So either which way, take time to save this video, share this video, listen to this video, fuck that, share that picture, make sure everything gets out there, give it a fucking chance. It's not about us anymore, it's about everybody in this fucking community, because I, for the love of God, I have 2 beautiful little girls sleeping in there, and don't want to have to go walk down my street and deal with having to fight these motherfuckers, because I will, and when that day comes, all these self-proclaimed soldiers and people that talk so much, we will see. We will see.
We will see if they stay true to their oath to protect this country from enemies, both foreign and domestic.
The army, that they're prepared. They are prepared. They're getting rid of they're diminishing our army and building these fucking special fucking armies for the Homeland Security, which are fucking beyond taking away all of our rights. Our rights are already pretty much gone. I mean, you realize that the camera that I'm talking on right now, the whatever, if you've got a camera on your fucking computer, if you've got a microphone on your computer, they can tap into it at any time that they want. At any time that they want. They can smooth talk to you. Where's your fucking phone? All these smart ass phones y'all people have. Yeah, dude, it's unfucking believable. So either which way, the way things are going, it's about to get real, and we have one chance to at least prolong the amount of time it's going to take, because it's 2 lesser 2 evils. The real solution here would be to get everybody to vote against Romney or Paul and vote simply for another candidate. 5% of the smaller fucking vote, the less popular vote, and they get the opportunity. They're given the right, and it'll change everything forever. It really will. It'll change. It's what's written down, which is the last of it. And by the way, you know, I don't want. It's hard to believe. Carry on.
And one quick interjection, Joel. I don't mean to trip you up or anything, but the proposed Obamacare, that is what put martial law into effect. Like, Obama put this stuff in Obamacare for a reason. I mean, it's not for him to, you know, just dilly-dally and bullshit and then just have it in there just in case. Come on. He plans on using this shit. Barry, are you gonna...
Look, when it comes to this martial law shit...
That's why Romney wants to... I believe now, after hearing this and reading more into Obamacare, I support Romney. I don't support Romney, but if he does get elected, I support him just completely ripping out Obamacare. Because that's what... You know, that's what this whole thing started with, is Obamacare.
Alright, look, Obamacare, the solution to all these personal issues and all these problems people have, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that we are so far in a fucking debt. We slammed Bush for 4 years, taking an 8. You know, actual Clinton came out pretty well.
$300 billion surplus.
$300, and no, we had a surplus about, you know, so it was only a few million, but it was still positive. You know, it was like 50 million. Hey, that's pretty cool, I think. Either which way, I know Bush $800 billion deficit within the first year. Obama had us at a $300 trillion deficit. And
Our national deficit is around the 13 to 14 trillion.
Okay, well then we were at 3 trillion. Either way, the numbers are fucked up. The people are fucked up. Fuck all this shit. Really don't have much to say other than read the shit, hear the facts. The truth be told, it's not hard to recognize the problems going on. I just got told the other night, fucking police tell me go inside or I'm going to jail. Dude, you can't tell me to go inside or I'm going to jail. What the hell is wrong with that? You can't tell me what I can and cannot do when it comes to I'm not breaking any civil laws. And now you're telling me the right to take away my fucking speech. Fuck all that. No, fuck all that. I got in trouble for making a picture the other day. You know, the picture was of you know, I don't know. It's bad and it's hard, and I have to apologize to the people that got offended with it personally. But it's sad, you know. Even the people that were offended are now they understand it wasn't an intention to harm anybody. There was nothing there to slander anybody, and to be taken to the level where a friend of mine is literally pulled out of class. You know, that's just I don't know.
That's and one thing. I want to go back to the article for a minute. When martial law is enforced, your right to bear arms will be gone. You can't buy a gun. You can't own a gun. My suggestion now might sound shady. Buy an unregistered rifle. Go find someone that wants to sell a rifle. Buy it. Stock up on ammunition because you will need it. Like there's no two ways about it, because these guys doing my research, these FEMA Corps, they are trained to show no mercy. They are trained to kill men, women, and children. Like they don't care. Like he said, he's got 2 daughters. He's not just gonna let some bastards walk in and do that to somebody. You know, that's not what our founding fathers. The way the country is now, our founding fathers are turning over in their grave. I mean, there's just no other way to say it.
Just read the damn articles.
Read the article, watch the videos, research the links, and we will be posting another video.
Yeah. Fuck this shit.
Toe dropping. YouTube it.
Alright.